you ever considered the idea that that which is most personal is also most universal? It's a fascinating principle you can observe throughout really all the world, but especially as it pertains to faith. I find it incredibly interesting. This idea that everybody has their own story of how they came to faith. They all have their own personal conviction, but also kind of the opposite of that is every single person has their own story. And yet, even in this fact that everybody has their own story, this like a universal experience, is still something that's deeply meaningful and personal to each individual. Right, and what's particularly interesting about this is that as Christians, we want every single person to have the same kind of experience that we as a believer have had. And we recognize that if every single person in the world had this story, it would make it no less valuable. In fact, it would make it all the more incredible. And the fact that this doesn't water down the impact for the individual, but actually the more we share it, the more that come to faith, the more impactful and meaningful it becomes, is just an incredible thought that's a little bit, I guess baffling would be a word, of how you can have something that's both universal to everybody and also so deeply personal. And that the more that process takes place, the more value and more meaning it actually has, and also the more weight and impact it has. So just a little bit of a brief thought today to share, but I think it's such a cool aspect of this world, and specifically of faith and things that are eternal or that transcend just its physical life. So I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you tomorrow.